Hello, Nanka's here. It's been a while since I've had a recap here in English. Lately, I've been concentrating more on my Russian channel and on my Twitch channel for streaming, so join me there. I'll leave the links below. So I am in this clan today, Äquinoktium. I hope I read it right. They participate in different leagues in Clash of Clans, our favorite game, and this recap is gonna be from this war. Unfortunately, they lost the war, 85 to 89. But I would still like to show some of the good hits that they had in this war. And by the way, they had the war with clan team H20. They're also participants of many different leagues, including CWL. And this war was exactly a CWL Premiere. So let's go ahead and start with the attacks. As you could understand from the description of this video, all of these attacks are going to be DRAGBAT. And here we go. Then we have this composition. We have 7 bat spells, 10 dragons, a few loons, and an ice golem. The ice golem here is a very important component because here he is tanking. Oh, she is it golem? Golem is he or she? It doesn't matter. Anyway, golem tanked for the queen just a tiny bit, so she doesn't have to spend her ability on this king. As you can see, she just killed the king without being hit herself, and she will be able to use her ability later. At the same time, on the other side, at about 9, the king was deployed to clear that section there. So as you can see, there is a very good funnel created for the dragons just to enter this base and go right into the core of this base. There was a CC lured, and there was a few archers in the CC. I suppose there was a lava hound in it as well. And on the entry, there was a rage spell used on the dragons and the warden's ability just to save all these dragons, all of them, from all of the damage that they were receiving. Then at the same time, I am explaining too slowly, but at the same time there was the bat bomb used right on the multi-target inferno that was located at the back side. So yes, all of these attacks in this recap, they were all about bat bomb. There is a difference between bat bomb and bat wave. I'll explain it a little bit later, but as you could see, there was a freeze and a rage used on the place where the bats were deployed. So they raged bats, they take all of these defenses really quickly, and they don't die because there was an ice spell really freeze spell used just to save them. And as you can see, 3 dragons left, few loons too, and even some bats were still there helping with the cleanup. They're kind of stuck on the storages for some reason, but they clear very good the rest of these buildings, and it was a triple. Let's go ahead and start with the next attack. This hit has a pretty similar combo, but instead of a few loons, there is a lava hound, and the lava hound will be tanking for the dragons. You'll see it really soon. So there is also an ice golem used here, and it will help tanking for the queen right now. The idea is pretty much the same. King is deployed on one side just to narrow the entry for the dragons, and the queen is used on the other side. The ice golem is tanking for the queen, freezing everything is surrounding once it's killed, and the queen now she used her ability, and no, she won't take this expo, will she? No, she didn't. And here we go, we start with the dragons. the Lava Hound is tanking for these dragons, and the Warden's ability is used a little bit too early in my own opinion, but anyway, the dragons go here right against the sweeper, but raged, they're fighting it really well, and they do need to get that eagle down as soon as possible. And at the same time, there was a slammer used on the defenses that were left at 6, and then the bat bomb that was used on the second Inferno Tower, and raged bats, they took the whole compartment out. As you can see, the huge amount of dragons and loons left at the very end of this attack, and nothing left but the cleanup. Yeah, it will take a little bit now for the dragons and the loons and the bats to clean it up, so we have a little bit of time to discuss what the difference is between DRAGBAT and not DRAGBAT, bat wave and bat bomb. So when you want to take a specific defenses out, this is what you use. You use the bat bomb. You deploy all of the bats right on top of these defenses. In these cases, these are multi-target infernos, and once it's all frozen and the bats are raged, they take the compartment really quickly. And if there is something like an air defense around it, that would be even better, because then you take down not only the Inferno Tower but also the air defense, and perhaps a wizard tower too. So you just need to watch for these little things. Here we go. We started with the next attack. There is no Lava Hound in this combo, but there is a golem, just a regular golem, not an ice golem. Again, the king and the queen, they cleared one side. In this case, they both were deployed at 3. On the other side, there was a cleanup with a few minions, I believe, and then the dragons were free to go right into the core of this base. A rage was used right on the entry, and again, here we go, another Inferno Tower is taken by the bats. Now, what happens here with the second last wizard tower? So what Selena tried to do here, she deployed her golem to go and tank for those bats. Unfortunately, the golem popped too soon. I guess it was receiving a lot of damage there, and the wizard tower just switched and killed the bats, unfortunately. Nevertheless, there was enough troops, not too many, but there was enough troops to finish this base and make it a triple. So yeah, 3 dragons, 1 warden, and if the warden continued hitting that wizard tower, that would have been better, but well, we only have 1 dragon left, and wow, this spread bomb at the very end. Look at the HP of this dragon. It was so close, it was so risky, but yeah, it was a triple. Triple is always a triple. So let's go ahead and switch to the next attack. This one is also a DRAGBAT, but please notice it's not regular dragons, these are E-dragons, and pretty much the idea here is the same. The base here is kind of packed, so it was a good choice for the E-drags here, because, you know, with those with their lightning chain, they can take in theory multiple buildings, multiple structures at the same time. And so what happened here on this base, there was an ice golem used as well to tank for the queen, but for some reason the queen was deployed first, so you had to use Matrix had to use queen's ability a little bit too early, and she could have had a little bit more value, perhaps. I don't know if the the ice golem was used first, I mean. And then, of course, the E-Drags went right into the core of this base. Rage on the E-Drags. You have to rage them because they are extremely slow. And of course, Grand Warden's ability to save the Drags on the entry. And again, Bad Bomb on the Inferno Tower. And here we go, not too many defenses left. There were, of course, some maxed loons in the Stone Slammer that was used on the kind of side defenses here. And basically, there is one last defense that can hit those dragons and the loons left, which is the Archer Tower, of course. And the loons are going there slowly but steady. There is enough of max loons. They will be able to take this Archer Tower easily. Luckily, the E-Drags, they split and one of the dragons went down to clear all of the buildings at the bottom of this base, and the other two dragons went up, and with the help of the loons, they were all able to triple this base. Here we go, beautiful hit, DRAGBAT, E-DRAGBAT, with Bat Bomb, specifically with Bat Bomb. So I started saying what Bat Bomb is, but I never said what Bat Wave is. I'll have to make another video on that, definitely. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Feel free to subscribe to my Russian channel, even if you don't have, even if you don't know Russian. I have lots of good recaps on top bases, Town Hall 10s, 11s, and 12s. Lately, I have a lot of 12s. And yeah, feel free to follow me on Twitch as well. I'll leave all of the links in the description below. And for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.